Yo, the people, what's up? What's good? We are back for another edition of our Millennial Masterclass series. Blessed to be your host, Caleb Smith. If you're tapping in right now, if you're watching this on IGTV later tonight, make sure to hit that subscribe button on YouTube, link in bio. Follow us as well. Got our guy Leander the connector coming through. Shout out to my man Dave. Dave, you killed that live. Lee, I'm about to send the request in 1 second. Let me just pin this comment.
My God.
Boy, what's up with you, Lee?
What's good?
Nothing much, bro. Nothing much. Hey, that ring light, bro, is looking nice.
You're looking nice.
I love it, bro. I love it. Man, tonight's discussion is going to be fire. I remember, you said you want to hone in on entrepreneurship. That's what we're about to do. So, hey, we about to get to it, man. We solid. Perfect. Man, again, the topic, entrepreneurship, I feel like it's the perfect timing for this. Because right now, during COVID, it's people who's losing jobs. It's people who's trying to get jobs. And two, it's people that's trying to monetize their skill sets. So starting off, bro, with you, how did it click to realize, I have a skill set, I can be the middleman, and also I can provide value to people. So how did it click for you to say, I can actually become a real life entrepreneur?
I think it just starts with you, man. Having the confidence and knowing that you have the capability to reach a mass majority, right? That's really what it's about. You're not an entrepreneur unless you're making revenue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta when you start making, sales, you're impacting a lot of different people. That's when you become an entrepreneur, man. And I think when it clicked for me, man, I was already, in that mode of helping people with resumes, helping them advance their career. So the idea of, building Spark Your Resume, I was already doing it, So it was real easy just to, switch over and navigate to where I can build my own business.
That's real, bro. I love that. And last week's discussion that we had on Zoom, I wish that was recorded because I feel like that was like an episode itself. It was fire. And bro, hearing you crunch the numbers, talk about the revenue, the sales, the networking, all the ins and outs, the brand development, all of that, bro. And what you said just now as well was powerful, how you said you're not a real entrepreneur until you're bringing in some revenue. And I feel like right now, everybody's trying to hop on it because it's a wave. But before people get into this, what should they expect?
Man, it's a grind.
Yeah.
It's most definitely a grind, man. Day in, day out. I go to sleep dreaming about Spark Your Resume. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up. And then especially and I think with entrepreneurship, you got to realize that it's two different types of people. You either self-employed or you a business owner. And it's cool. I mean, I'm not saying it's nothing wrong being self-employed. Don't get it twisted, right? But you have a lot more freedom to do what you really want to do if you are a business owner, right? But before you become a business owner, you have to be self-employed. You need to be able to know your business in and out before you bring somebody else on. And that's exactly what I did with Spark Your Resume. Spark Your Resume is 3 months and 1 week old, bro. We've been in business for damn near 10 weeks. 10 weeks, bro.
Yeah.
No, I'm tripping. Not 10 weeks. 13 weeks. 13 weeks, excuse me. 13 weeks in business, bro. And I have 8 people on payroll right now. So I have six resume consultants. I have a social media coordinator, and I just hired an interview coach, right? But before I hired, I was a resume consultant. I created that position because I knew what I needed to produce.
Facts.
Right? So before I can hire someone, I have to know what I need. Or else y'all both gonna be confused. You bringing in somebody new, y'all looking at each other. What do I need to do? It's no process in place, right? When I brought people on, I had a whole onboarding PowerPoint. It was like, oh man, this is legit. They were excited. It was like, man, you really organized. You did all the hard work for us, and that's how I operate. I need you to do one thing. If you can write resumes and LinkedIn's for me, I will love you forever. Because that's what I hired you for. I'm going to make everything else easy. Just do your one task. And I'm going to pour into my employees.
Yeah.
You know? And I don't even like to call my people employees. I like to say they're team members. Because without them, I wouldn't have a business. You know what I'm saying? I'll be doing resumes. I wouldn't be able to generate revenue every day. So I think before you get into entrepreneurship, I need you to think about where you're trying to go. Whether that be you wanna be the person doing all the work, or you wanna have a team behind you supporting you. That way you can really fuel your passion.
That's right. I love that, man. And then two, something that you said was you don't call your employees, but instead you call them teammates. And I feel like when it's somebody who owns a business, a CEO, managers, whatever, culture is so important, because there's a reason why McDonald's customer service is trash and Chick-fil-A is always Chick-fil-A, because it's that culture and that's breeded in. So, bro, as well, last week, our Zoom call, hearing you talk about hiring your team, having a staff, feeding people, showing love. I feel like a lot of young people who's getting into entrepreneurship, our age group, some of us, not all, we don't understand that you have to be selfless and not selfish. So what's some of the sacrifices you have to make as the owner of a business?
I think first and foremost, man, you got to know that it's not about you anymore. You know, like if I'm not generating revenue, they not being fed.
Simple.
As soon as the business make money, they make money.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the weight on my shoulders already. I wake up every day like I gotta eat. All entrepreneurs know, you eat what you kill, man.
That's right.
Straight up. That's it. You know? So it's a grind day in, day out. I do 20-hour weeks on calls, bro, trying to generate revenue. 1 to 5 every day. I'm on Zoom calls with clients, bro, 30-minute calls. Generating revenue, bro, And I think when it comes to being an entrepreneur, man, you have to be selfish, especially with a team, because they looking up to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's your ship. So if you don't have a plan, they stuck. It's like if you're not coming with any tangible resources or a sense of direction, they're stuck, bro. Like they don't have anything to look forward to, right? So I try to challenge my team to, we have team meetings every week, 7 p.m.
Organized.
I try to, we go over processes. I even throw an incentive in there, like $50 for whoever know the core values. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think as an entrepreneur, you got to know what you're getting yourself into when you do have a team, because people are relying on you. And if you don't have the capacity to sustain that type of pressure, you don't need a team. You need to be self-employed.
It's not for everybody.
It's not for everybody, bro. It really isn't. Because managing people is the hardest task in the world.
Got personalities.
You got personalities. You got problems. You got emergencies, family issues, corona, deaths. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things happening, and the business got to keep going. So when somebody, got to do something else that's more important, I always tell my people, hey, if you got something to do, let me know. But then that's when it fall back on me that I got to do what they didn't do, right?
Yeah.
But that's what it comes to being a great business owner and like a great leader. Is like they do a great job overall. So you shouldn't be mad if they got to go take care of family or do something important in their personal life, right? And I think that's why they value our relationship so much, because I'm not, oh man, I need, I need you here, or you can't go with your family right now. I need you to do that part your resume. Like I'm controlling their life. Like, no, bro, like this is not your day in, day out. This is not your business. And you can't expect as an entrepreneur, your workers to be as passionate about you as your business. It's not their business.
Facts.
Right? So it's just not going to happen, bro. So like I said, if I hire you for something, I just need you to do one thing.
Yeah.
And that's how I operate, because when you got too many hats, you can't, you put a half effort in this, half effort in that. The business not running smooth. It's not a well-oiled machine anymore. So you got to really think it through to where, okay, we got to have this many people in production, because that's why I hired so many resume consultants. Because if one person can't do it, I got somebody else. If that person can't do it, I got somebody else. If 3 people can't do it, I still got 3 people that can. You feel me? And I'm getting to the point where, man, we about, orders coming in. You know what I'm saying? Spark the Resume is big. I think we just hit like 45 orders in the past 3 months.
Going up, bro.
Going up, man. So it's not. It's most but it is most definitely a grind, bro. Like day in, day out, and you can't expect your employees to grind the same way you do, because it's not their business. So I'm up all hours of the night putting in work. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure they're good for the next day.
I love that. And again, it falls back on the CEO, on the owner, and that number one entrepreneur. And bro, something that I love seeing is your vision board, your goals, scheduling. Like, yo, I'm working from this time to that time. How important is it to, 1, set those schedules, 2, to have something tangible that you can always write down, visualize, look at, attack. Because again, like what you said, you don't eat and you can't eat what you don't kill.
Right. So you can't avoid what you can see. That's why I have literally, like, things come out throughout the day. So I have different notebooks. If any entrepreneur, I have the 5-star notebooks. I think I ordered like 8 of those, bro. I have something for spark your success, spark your resume, and even in those notebooks, I have different sections. So I sector it off by business. So I have marketing section. I got a finance section. I got a to-do list section. So as things come up throughout the day, write it down. Just write it down. Because when you go back and look at it, because you're not gonna remember. You got an email that popped up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna forget about that email by the end of the day. Write it down. If it's important, write it down. You can get back to it. You don't got to do it right at that moment, but take note of it, that it came in, because you will forget. I've already made that mistake. I've even forgot about a client before because I didn't write it down. Because it came in at a weird moment when I was probably on a meeting or a call where they needed something. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get back to it, and then next thing you know, I'm on another call. 3 hours later, like, okay, what are you doing? Like, I asked for this. I'm like, oh shit, I got to get the client. So it's very important to have a meticulous schedule, because then you're not thinking, what should I be doing throughout the day either. So if I'm doing finance from 1 to 3, I know exactly at 1 o'clock, whatever I'm doing, I cut it off. I'm going to finance. 3 o'clock, I stop. I don't care what it is. It's 3 o'clock. You spent 2 hours on finance. You should have got what you got. You should have did what you had to do in that period of time.
Facts.
Move on to the next thing, right? Or else you're going to, bro, every hour you're going to be thinking like, oh, what can I do for the business? Because it's so much to do. You know what I'm saying? Your head going to be spinning. That's why you got to tailor your days. Like, right now I'm working on all right, setting the day for marketing, setting the day for sales, setting the day to make the business scalable. Not to do my daily routine, but okay, let me focus on how let's get a marketing plan done today.
Right.
To see what we want to post Monday through Friday to scale the business. Are we looking at metrics? Are we doing Google Analytics? Like those type of things. Are we setting up a Google business page so where we can have real estate when you search Spark Your Resume? Those type of things I'm working on right now, bro. To the point we got Google ads. We on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We're working on commercials.
Already doing it.
I'm documenting my day now. Content I would have had by now if I recorded everything I did, bro.
Bro, you preaching, man. You preaching. And on content, we were talking about that last week, recording the journey, the grind. And something that you sent me, I think it was yesterday, and I loved it because one of your clients was discouraged about networking during the coronavirus and, saying how it's not the same as doing it in person.
Yep.
What's the importance of us realizing that we have to pivot during this time, even when it's uncomfortable?
Hey, man, you either going to stay stagnant or you going to pivot. It's just that simple, man. You don't know when Corona going to end. So just because you're not comfortable with virtual networking, you're not going to network? So you telling me you're not going to meet anybody new over the next year or 2? Because this is unpredictable. They said it was going to go away in the summer.
Bro, it can keep going.
You know what I'm saying?
It's going throughout 2020.
Right back up.
Yep.
So, pivoting is key. And that's even with entrepreneurship, bro. I started Spark Your Resume with probably a whole different vision in January. than now. You know
just
what
keep
I'm saying?
changing. Yeah.
Like I didn't even think about, I said I was gonna be a business owner, but I didn't know how that was gonna happen.
Yeah.
I had to pivot, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to realize, okay, this is what I'm doing now. This is how I can scale, and then studying other people. I'm gonna study the game, bro.
Yeah.
I never copy, but
you study.
I'm a learner. I'm gonna study. I'm gonna study exactly what you're doing, and I'm gonna figure out how I can make it better.
Bro, that's a bar.
That's
a
you
bar.
have to, bro. And with content is key. That's how you build credibility.
I like that.
Anybody can call themselves or put a title on them. Like I can call myself a career coach, but if nobody believes I'm a career coach, it don't matter.
I gotta see it.
But that's why I'm always posting different content. Because now it's like, oh, he know what he's talking about. He's studying the game. He knows his industry. I want to do business with him. And I can literally put out all the free game, bro. And people going to think I'm not putting out everything I want to say. They going to want to know more. They going to think, it's something you're not telling us. It's something I just got to have. And you know what happens? That's when they swipe their card. Ting, $40 an hour. I'm about to spread. I just got a guy, he hit me up on GroupMe. He was like, Leander, man, I want to talk. I'm about to graduate from college. I don't know what I want to do with my career. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, can you help me? I was like, yeah, man, it's $40 an hour for discovery calls. He said, perfect. Great, bro. I just made up a number. Who said I couldn't charge him 60? Who said I couldn't charge him 70? And that's what people got to know about business too, man. Consultation.
That's what we talked about last week. Yep.
It's based on the client, bro.
Yep.
And every client is different.
That's right.
I was just talking to a guy today, man. He wanted, he was like, yeah, I see you doing Spark Your Resume. I want to do the same thing coming out of college. And I want to know, more about how you got started with your business. Man, I'm giving this man so much gems, bro. I even share it now, bro, to the point where I'm thinking like the business mindset of how I really figured out like pricing and everything, right? So right now I got an example. So I just hired a career coach, right? And this, before I say that, the quote, Elon Musk, I didn't go to Harvard, but I had people that worked for me that did. I'm not an interview coach, but I have one on my team.
Thanks.
That has 20 years of experience. You know what that does? That's credibility. Now you're selling your team members. Right? This is how you think. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I hire a career coach. He wants to get paid $30 an hour so $90 per session for 3 hours he does with interview coaching. Right? I'm cool with that. You deserve that, brother. You got 20 years of experience. $30 an hour, I'm cool. But you know what I'm going to do? As a sales guy, I'm going to make my price $250 for 3 hours of interview coaching. He gets his 90, the business made $160.
Wow.
And what did I do, Caleb? Nothing.
Hey.
But sell my team member.
Simple.
Because now I can sell 20 years of experience. So when Caleb is interested in interview coaching, hey, Leon, I need help on interview coaching. What's your package looking like? Hey, Caleb, at Spark Your Resume, man, we have a 20-year HR professional, Pete. He's been doing this, and this. Lay out his resume. Like, oh, for real, man, he's been some great places. Resume looks good. That's credibility.
Exactly.
But I'm not even interview coaching. I'm not the one doing the work. But I just sold a package to where I made $160 for the business. Pete's happy, business happy, clients happy.
Everybody
That's
wins.
how you do business, brother.
Everybody wins.
Everybody's happy. Everybody wins. But you gotta be smart enough to know how to leverage that and be qualified enough to sell your product.
Facts.
And confident enough in your team.
That
they're gonna get the job done, because at the end of the day, you can sell a product, but it's all about the results. You gotta keep the client.
That's right.
You can attain the client, but you gotta keep the client.
That's right.
Everybody at least Spark Your Resume, bro. They coming back to me like, yo, I got some interviews. I'm doing good. You know what I'm saying? The market is still, it's a little shaky, but I'm doing my thing. I really like the way you set me up.
Mm.
And it's like that's what entrepreneurs have to know too, man. They gotta bring value.
There we go.
When you're selling a product, bro, it's about saving people time and offering them results. That's it. Because now I did your resume, LinkedIn. You don't have to do it. But now you're professionally branded. Now we gave you messaging templates to utilize when you are networking on LinkedIn. And then I'll also give you a 30-minute session on how to navigate the LinkedIn platform.
You done got everything.
Setting you up, bro. Literally, you just got sparked, bro. That's what I call it.
I love it.
You feel me? It. But I think that's what entrepreneurs have to understand is like you have to add value. And the value is saving people time and offering results, man. Why do you think Amazon makes so much money? They saving people time and offering results, getting things shipped to their house in 2 days, or matter of fact, 1. Now they about to come out with drones and stuff.
Yeah, he about to get it the same day.
Same day, couple hours. Saving people time, offering results. Just that simple, man. And that's in every business. That's what sales is. And if you have somebody that can articulate that to clients, man, you're gonna make so much money, bro. You're gonna make so much money, man. And this is even a technique I'm using now, man. What I've noticed is that, not to be like, discriminatory or anything, but like women are better at sales than men.
They can articulate themselves better. So as a business owner, I have all women on my team. Which is smart.
I didn't choose it to be that way, but I've had males apply for the resume consultants that I've interviewed. I just think they'll be a good fit. I got
something about women.
6 women right now that's resume consultants.
Smart.
But you know what they're doing? They interacting with clients. They handling those calls. And every feedback I get, oh, they were great. They were so nice. She did everything well. I was like, don't leave us that review, please.
That's right.
So it's just like, I haven't got one bad complaint about Spark Your Resume, bro.
And Lee, a black-owned business, think about that. A millennial black-owned business owner can say, I haven't got one complaint. So that just demystifies that myth about black-owned businesses right there.
Oh, yeah.
Right there.
It's about your team, man.
Yeah.
Your team is your reputation, bro.
Yeah. Your team is your reputation.
Because after I do my phone consultation, I'm not talking to the clients. They are. Right? So they got to hold that standard, to what Spark Your Resume is. But that's what I ingrain in them,
Facts. I love that, bro. There's somebody in the comments, let me read this real quick. It said, also, Lee looks for the most diverse team members. He got members from top companies, and they're all women. I love to see it.
Oh, yeah. That's Sneha. She's one of my resume consultants.
Dope. I love that, man. I love that. And again, about building that team, Lee, how do you figure out, because I feel like with people that want to get into entrepreneurship, that they don't really sometimes understand the importance of, it's almost like being like an NFL scout or like a GM. You have to know your culture. You have to know your personnel, your needs, all that stuff. So how do you know who is that perfect fit? And then how do you know where to look?
I think knowing the perfect fit, right, is starting with your business, like your core values. You know what type of people you want to bring into the business first. So you already have that in your mind. But when you get interviews and things like that, it's about putting the right people in the right seats. The right people are the people that believe in your core values, your mission and vision. The right seats is putting them in a place where their unique capabilities can be at the forefront. Right. So I'm not going to put a person that maybe is a finance guru in a sales role. They don't. That's not where they're going to strive.
Facts.
They're not going to help the business that way. They're not happy in that role. So what I'm going to do is, they might believe in the core values and the mission, but if it's a finance guy, let's get them in a finance role. You know what I'm saying? Let's maybe create something for them, or if not at this time, let them know, hey, we'll get back to you when we have the opportunity available. But you have to know. That's why you got to know your business in and out too. You know what I'm saying? You got to know it all comes full circle, man. You have to know what you're looking for. You got to know what people you need and know what they'll be doing, their responsibilities. and how they're going to enhance the business, right? So picking those people it's a meticulous process, bro. I've had about 25 different interviews, and I've hired 6 people. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not putting everybody on the team because I got to have people that, for a Spark Your Resume, that's enthusiastic, hardworking, tenacious, results-driven. We collaborate, you know what I'm saying? And we're open and honest, man. I keep an open line of communication. They can always reach out to me. I'm always pouring something back into them. I even offer my employees, like, not employees, team members, free business coaching. I like, y'all want to be entrepreneurs, man, I'm right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to give back, especially to the people that's giving back to me.
Yeah. So
I think, especially, and then like with that network piece you were saying, I think it's important because I've already established a network. So I had Forbes, Scholars, that's 1,000 people in the group me. I got GSU. And then the people that I network with have their own network. So I hit up the right people. Hey, I got a job posting. Can you send this to your network? And now I got MLT scholars, SEO scholars coming through. And I know it's a good community because I know what those organizations, the type of people they bring in. So I'm getting good hits, like people that are actually qualified for the role. It's just whether or not they're going to be a good fit. And then sometimes you might have to take that risk. And as a business owner, you can't be afraid of firing. You got to hire, fire, and reward accordingly, man. Because at the end of the day, it's only going to hurt the business.
Right.
If you're hesitant to let somebody go.
That's real.
That's it. It's going to cause more problems than solutions. Let them go. At the end of the day, man, y'all both going to be happy. They weren't happy in the role.
They don't even want to be there.
You weren't happy with them being there. So let them go. And if you really do your due diligence, put them on it with another opportunity. So don't just let them go, but set them up for something else, right?
I feel that, bro. And that was actually going to be my next question. So you actually segued already into it about sometimes having two-part ways with certain people. I feel like that sometimes when I see certain businesses or with entrepreneurs, they may not even be on the same page. And sometimes that can harm the business, which ultimately harms everybody's pockets. So how do entrepreneurs build up that confidence? And I would say that like Mamba mentality somewhat of, I have a goal, we have to get to this goal. And if you aren't an asset, you're being somebody that's a liability. So how do you build up that confidence to speak up when it's time to and to cut ties sometimes?
I think you just got to do it, bro.
Yeah.
But figure out a approach, right? Because you don't want to be the mean guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People will always remember how you made them feel, right? So it's a process, right? Do like a 30-day process. You do a review, tell them where they're messing up, analyze the situation. Like, don't just fire them because they made one mistake.
Right.
Like, that's life, you know what I'm saying? But talk to them, hey, this is what I need you to do. This is where I feel like you're lacking. This is how we can improve. Like, give them a solution to it. Don't just give them the problem, but offer a solution.
Facts.
And then you review every week, how are they improving? If they're not improving after you already had that initial conversation, they're already aware that's the next step.
You already know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? So it's they're not blind to the situation. They know they're under review. They know they're being watched because you already approached them in the correct manner. It's all about the approach, man.
Yeah.
All about the approach. Because at the end of the day, that person is going to talk, good or bad. Now, they have a community, right? But if you let them down in a nice way, that they weren't just satisfying the needs of the company, they really don't have anything bad to say because it's on them. But if you fired them in a, nonchalant manner or, just like, I don't really care about you type deal, they can go make a post about Spark Your Resume and how you let them go as an employee. Now people don't want to work for you because they see how you treat other employees. So you really gotta watch how you treat people, man. And that's why I really do pour into my team members, bro. Like every day. Hey, y'all need this, y'all need this. Like I'm creating processes to where, like onboarding processes to where I'm creating visuals to like step by step. This is your process for clients. you have no questions because I already mapped it out for you.
Mm.
All you got to do is reference this if you get stuck. So I'm creating an onboarding packet to where everybody come on. As I get new roles, everybody has a process that's going to be visualized and articulated professionally and efficiently.
I love that, bro.
My light just on.
Are you good?
I think my light. Oh no, my laptop. That's all.
Okay, cool.
There you go.
Perfect. Bro, last week's Zoom call, another great part of that conversation was about really when it comes to brand development and also to planning properly. So before we even get to brand development and content, about planning. Sometimes people, especially entrepreneurs, when we first get that business idea, we want to share it with the world. But unlike what you just said about how you're diagramming everything and you're thinking about, what would my employees need to know so they can execute effectively? Some people don't think about that and they just launch their business, and then after it's launched, they're trying to fix this, or they have to fix the website, or they have to fix their content or something. All these different things have to get fixed, that you're spending all this time fixing stuff that you aren't even working on the business. So what's the importance of planning and also being patient?
Man, preparation is everything, man.
Yeah.
I started I had a whole business plan for Spark Your Resume, bro. It took us about 2.5 months to just get it off the ground. And
wow.
even after that, I was still making adjustments. Like, what people don't understand, man, I'm not going to say what people don't understand. What they need to understand is that things are going to come up once you start. So you need a solid foundation first.
Yep.
Like, without that, man, your business is going to go turmoil quick and in a hurry. So preparation, man, is just it's needed. Or else you're going to be all over the place. You're not going to know your business. You're going to be confused. You don't know your market. Like, study the game, study the industry you're trying to get into. You know, it might be a easy barrier to entry, but you know, you can join the market easily, but you got to think about who else is in there. What are they doing? How are they being successful?
Yeah.
And take note of that, but also add your twist to how you're going to be different.
Facts.
So, bro, planning is essential, man. If you don't plan, bro, you will fail.
So
it's nothing wrong with failing, because that's how you learn.
Right.
But you do need to plan to have that foundation.
There you go.
That's it. Like, that foundation is key, because that's what's going to keep you up at the end of the day.
That's right.
That's it, man. You have to plan. You have to. You need a business plan before you launch. You can't just come up with an idea and just put it out there, because you don't have any structure.
Yeah.
You don't have a process in place. You just putting stuff out just to put it out. Like, what is that going to do for you, though? Like, what is this video? Everything should be intentional, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this marketing technique should hit this audience. You know, this flyer is for this reason. Like, we're doing this podcast to get back to certain people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you need to think about the end result of everything you do in business. So, like, everything we do is going to streamline back to generating revenue.
So,
me creating content, giving tips on resumes, giving tips on cover letters. People think they starting to resonate that, okay, he might know what he's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I need to go shop with him.
Yep.
Because I can teach people how to do a resume all day long, and they still want me to do it. And that's the same, but that's how it works, bro. Think about it. YouTube, bro, you're, like Gary Vee said, you're not teaching anything that somebody can't learn on their own. YouTube University is free.
That's facts.
Free, my brother.
That's facts.
Free. So I had a scenario the other day. I'm like, if my engine was messing up, my engine light came on, I had to fix my engine. I could easily go on YouTube and say how to fix the engine.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
But I'm not comfortable fixing my own engine. So
it might not even work. I said it might not even work if you try.
It might not even work. Exactly. It might not even work. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it to a professional that does this for a living to fix my engine. It's the same thing when it comes to resume writing or any other business. Tax accountants.
Yep.
You can learn how to do your taxes, But there are people that do this for a living
every day
that are credible, that are professionals.
The same things, credible,
Because
professional.
they practice this day in, day out to the point where I need them to look over my business to make sure I'm not making any mistakes, to make sure my finances are in order.
Right.
But I can easily go learn it myself and try to figure it out. But I'm not a professional. I don't really know that industry. I don't know that background. So I'm going to hire someone that does. That's it, bro. That's it.
Facts. That's facts, bro. You dropping gems. And Lee, let's get into the content and brand development. Throughout the week, even yourself, bro, you done copped the ring light. You got the IGTV clips in the vault already.
Yeah,
and
man.
What I loved about it was you did your own due diligence. You did your own research. You planned out what would be best for your brand. What do you need? What do you want? And seeing you do it, you put me onto editing softwares, all that stuff. For a lot of entrepreneurs out there, I know some people may feel like it's not necessary for them to post content. Or they might hire somebody and pay them, let's say, $600 a week to edit videos or to do X, Y, and Z, stuff that they can actually learn by themselves and on themselves, YouTube University, like what you said.
Right.
So how can entrepreneurs start learning more about how to create their content? What software systems should they use? What type of strategies should they use to push out their own content sometimes?
I think it goes right back to studying the game, man. Look at what other people are doing. See what's working, right? So with Spark Your Resume, we actually about to roll out a new marketing plan in August, but we're planning it out. You know, we're building that funnel to the point where we're not stressed. Oh, we got to put this out this week. We already got it done. You got 8 weeks of content already built to the point where you just distributing on all social media platforms. But for entrepreneurs to find out about, what tools, what resources to use to create content, talk to other entrepreneurs. Talk to the people that's already doing it, man. That's literally number one. Because you can go to Google and research all day long. You don't know what's credible for real.
Ins and outs of it.
Exactly. But the people you know, like I came to you about the ring light. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, okay, I need to, I like your setup, man. I need to get like.
And bro, and look, Lee, you saw it was cheap. You didn't really have
$50. You see what I'm saying? Best investment, bro. You know? And I asked you about the mic for the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what you do.
Yeah.
So I'm leveraging what you know because I'm trying to get into that industry. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how it's supposed to be. And that's why it's so important to network. The more people you know, man, it's always the better.
That's facts.
Always, bro. Because you never know when you can leverage that person and they can offer you some value.
That's right.
But I always try to make my relationships beneficial to both parties. So I'm always the type to where if you're offering me value, I'm most definitely trying to give something back.
Yeah.
To where we both, feeding off each other.
Everybody winning, bro.
Yeah. And but another way to, Google is free. YouTube is free. Like, we all know about Adobe for marketing. I learned Adobe Illustrator overnight, bro.
Easy.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube. It took me like 4 hours to learn how to create a logo and play around with font. Never used Adobe Illustrator in my life, but YouTube taught me how to do that. And I think it really just comes down to who's the most resourceful, man. I think that's one of my biggest skills, man, is just finding things out, leveraging my connections, doing my research, knowing what's credible. Credibility is key, man, because you can't listen to everybody. And there's so many resources out there. What's the best one? What's gonna gain me the most traction?
Yeah. I feel that. And bro, what you said about you can't listen to everybody. I find it very important because I was just having this conversation with somebody actually today about business and saying, yo, what if I listened to this person when they said don't do this, and then when I did it, it popped off. So how do you know who to listen to and who not to listen to as a young
bank account
entrepreneur?
Show me your bank account.
Yeah. Simple.
Simple. Simple.
Yeah.
Hey, you talk the talk. Let me see if you walk the walk.
Mm.
You got $1 million in the bank. I need to know you because that's where I'm trying to go. Talk to the people that's in the places you want to be in. I'm not talking to somebody salary, you know what I'm saying? Work. That's not what I'm trying to do. Not saying anything wrong with it. That's just not for me.
And it's not your lane.
It's not my lane.
Yeah.
I'm talking to people that's already made it. That's the way to go. That's who you know how to listen to. Look up, folks. Google, again, network is on there. Yeah. They have people's network out on Google for free for you to look up. Those are the people you need to be studying, listening to podcasts, watching their videos, reaching out, emailing. Bro, you gotta hustle, man. It's even ways to find folks' email online now, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ways to get it, bro. You gotta want it. You gotta want it bad enough.
That's right. That's right. And speaking on people, you can find people's emails. I've done that. You can do it on Instagram when you just click contact, email pops up, shoot them an email. Because 9 times out of 10, they do not see DMs. So hearing you say that is actually super dope because I know even for the podcast, I've had friends, hit me up and say, hey, how do you get guests on the show? Or, hey, how'd you get this person? Yep. Just like what you said, you just go straight to the emails instead of DMing somebody because then you stand out. Because if I try to DM you, Lee, bro, you might get 30 DMs a day. So it's like if you see something from me, it's like, oh, he's just another person trying to get something. But if you send a formal email saying who you are, stating X, Y, and Z, it's completely different. So when it comes to, for people, what you do with resume building or just entrepreneurs in general, that's trying to network and get in touch with certain people, what are some strategies that they could apply today that they could effectively get in touch with these people?
Yeah, man, you got, like, I'm very non-traditional. And that's just how you have to be right now, man. Yeah. Especially right now in Corona era, it's really about who you know, but better yet, who knows you.
Yeah.
So you have to leverage build those relationships with folks, leverage your connections, and it's about human to human connectivity. I even tell my clients, man, like, anybody can Twitter their thumbs and fingers and submit an application in a matter of minutes or seconds now. Or they even have like easy apply on LinkedIn where you just submit your resume. It's at least 6+ million people unemployed. I think it's like 40.
Yeah. I think it's at 40. Highest since the Great Depression in the 1930s. Yeah.
40 million people. And there's not 40 million jobs. So somebody, unfortunately, will be at the short end of the stick. You have to separate yourself. Yeah. Literally. And the way to do that is building those relationships. But it takes groundwork. Not a lot of people have the willpower to message folks 2 hours out the day. Get on informational interviews. Build those relationships. Being genuine. Being kind. Being human. People forget professionals are humans before they are professionals.
Love that.
Ask them about what they do in their life. What are their hobbies? Do they have any kids? What's their family like? Where do they grow up? Where are they from? What fuels their fire? What are their passions? Because they might work 9 to 5 as a financial analyst, but they might be a snowboarder after work. You know what I'm saying? But that's a commonality. People have to realize commonalities build relationships. That's why I always tell people to start with your organization. Start with the network you already have.
That's right.
We both went to Georgia State. We walked the same campus.
Know the same people,
Know the same people. We got something to talk about.
Yeah.
Whether you went to Georgia State in 2012, I went to Georgia State in 2020. And that's probably even better because now they want to know how Georgia State changed.
That's true.
They want to know your perspective.
Yeah.
Man, 2012, man, it was lit. That's how it goes. But now y'all talking more friendship level than work. And people network. This is where people mess up. They network when they need something. I network to build relationships. So I'm constantly doing it to the point where if I do, eventually need to leverage someone.
You're already like this.
They're already there. Yo, Lee, I need it. I got you, bro. You my dog. I got you.
I already know you.
People always do business and they always hire who they like, know and trust, man. I'm preaching that all day long.
Tell them, bro. Tell them.
All day long, bro.
Tell them.
All day long. And with networking, man, you have to be genuine. And you also have to be intentional too, you know? And you can't get discouraged because people don't reply to you on LinkedIn. It is a social media platform at the end of the day.
Gotta keep going.
Keep going, bro. And people also mess up by asking for too much in messages. You're giving them the opportunity to leave you on red.
Wow.
I don't even know you, bro. Why are you asking me to connect you with somebody I don't even know you? I've had somebody do that to me on LinkedIn already because I'm about to be at Adobe. Hey, I see you're going to be a financial analyst at Adobe. Can you connect me with some people over there? Me being nice, I had to tell her, I was like, man, this is not the way to network. I'll send you a guide if you need it, you know what I'm saying, to help you out. Because I don't even know. At least act like you want to know me.
I see that because it's like I'm only reaching out to you because I need something. So I'm not even worried about you. I'm just trying to get to that destination, and you're in the way.
Exactly.
I feel that. Yeah.
But they forget that I'm the source to my network. I'm the key to the ignition.
That's real.
The car not starting without me. So if
right.
anything, you want to butter me up to start the car for you. You feel me? And that's where people I see it all the time, bro. People just are so selfish, man. To the point where they don't want to take the time to get to know somebody. Like networking is a longevity thing.
It's always gonna be there.
It's always gonna be there, but when it takes time to build relationships.
That's right.
I'm not trusting you off instinct. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I meet you, hey, come to the crib. Come meet the fam. That's what you're pretty much telling me. You come into my DMs asking me to connect you with somebody. It's like, all right, come meet the fam. You didn't even get to know you didn't know my middle name, bro.
Hey, they're trying to go to the cookout already.
Going to the cookout.
That's real.
Come on, man. It takes time for that. And that's why I said everybody doesn't have the willpower to do that. They don't have the patience. They don't have the patience to reap the benefits of knowing so many people. Because I promise you the benefits are amazing, bro. They're outstanding. Networking goes so far, man. Goes so far. So far. I got people connecting me with folks just because I spoke on their panel. Or I'm the first person they think about when an opportunity comes up in my line of work. Hey, you want to use a resume? Oh, I got a guy. Like I told you, I want to be the first person people think about when they think about resume, career coaching. It's turning into that.
Free advertisement.
Hit up Lee. You know?
That's right, bro.
It's coming
That's
to
right,
that, man.
And Lee, bro, my last two questions. Question one is, again, going back to networking. I was watching my guy Dave Anderson. He was on live, and he was talking about how somebody asked them, they were like, Dave, I'm trying to network, but how do I get my names in rooms and I'm not in there, or I don't know enough important people, so how do I get my name around important people? And instantly, I already had like the answer in my head. I was like, yo, just like what you said, you have to be genuine and you have to be yourself, because sometimes just being you makes people be like, bro, I like him. And because I like him, I'm going to put him on to this person, to that person. So Lee, from your own personal thoughts, for people who maybe tuned into this and say, Leander, Caleb, I hear exactly what you guys are saying, but y'all know a different caliber of people that I may not know. So how do I get into those rooms?
I think it's simple, bro. Like, you got to put yourself out there, bro. It's visibility. You got to put yourself in the room. What do you think I did?
Yeah, it's like I'm nobody special. Like, yeah. Like,
I'm the same person as you. It's just I took action. You did it. I put myself out there. People overthink it, bro. They just they spend too much time thinking about it. You could have been shake that man's hand by now.
Introduce yourself.
Introduce yourself. Give me your resume. Elevator pitch.
Yeah.
Talk about some sports. Have a drink, coffee, whatever the case may be. But you still thinking about it. Act on it. You gotta act on it.
Simple, bro.
I might be in the room now, but I sure wasn't in the room at one point in time. I had to put myself in the room. I had to get connected. You got to put yourself out there. How do you expect to be seen if you're not out there? You're not visible.
And nobody's going to find you.
Nobody's going to find you. I'm not searching. Bro, it's too many people in the world for that. You have to put yourself out there, bro. And I think that's another thing. People feel like they're privileged. It's not
that's
easy,
real.
bro.
That's real.
Like,
entitled. Yeah.
I'm not about to just come find you. You might have the best skills in the world.
How would you know though?
But how would I know if you're not publicizing those skills? If you're not publicizing those skills, bro, I would never know, man. Same thing when it comes to a resume. If you don't put your value in there, I would never know. Publicize. Put yourself out there. Be vulnerable.
Yeah. That's another one.
That's the only way people resonate with that. People will always remember how you made them feel, bro. That's in the discussion.
In anything in life.
Anything, bro.
Yeah.
Anything. It don't matter what you did, bro. They will always remember how you made them feel.
Yo, Lee, man, you dropped so many gems. Very last question, man, before we get out of here. Before we go, man, how can entrepreneurs use LinkedIn effectively? And 2, where can everybody follow you, support Spark Your Resume, everything?
Yeah, man. Entrepreneurs, man, LinkedIn, it's B2C, it's B2B. It's a lot of algorithms on LinkedIn.
Yep.
A lot of search filters. They have a tool called Sales Navigator. It's $80 a month where you can literally search anybody on LinkedIn, any industry, geography, name. Like it's dope. I'm finding a lot of people on there where I can kind of leverage my connections, build those partnerships for Spark Your Resume, nonprofits, different universities. But it literally, you can find anybody and everybody on LinkedIn, man. It's 550 plus million people on LinkedIn, man.
Wow.
And if you're not one of them, you don't want to be seen. So I encourage you, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, freelancer, or student, really anybody, any professional, you need to be on LinkedIn. And not just on LinkedIn, but active on LinkedIn. Because that's how LinkedIn's algorithms work. So the more you post content, the more you're commenting on other people's posts, it brings traction to your own individual profile.
I love it, bro. I love it. And lastly, man, where can everybody follow you, Spark Your Resume, all that good stuff?
So I'm Leander Howard II. You can follow me on Instagram, Leander_the_connector. Spark Your Resume on Instagram at SparkYour_resume. We are on LinkedIn at Spark Your Resume. We're on Facebook at Spark Your Resume. Twitter is Spark Your Resume as well. So we're on all social medias. YouTube will be coming soon.
Yes, sir.
We're on the lookout for that. And yeah, man, we working, man. Spark Your Resume, helping real people obtain real results.
I love it, bro. Lee, again, another dope discussion. This will be posted on YouTube probably next week. Bro, keep doing what you're doing anytime, as you know. If you ever want to be back on, let me know. We'll always make it happen, bro. Keep doing what you're doing because it's needed.
Yes, sir. You too, man.
Thank you,
love the
bro.
podcast, bro. 3 Milli Pod fans.
Appreciate that for real, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, be safe, man.
All right, love.
Love, bro, for real. Y'all, make sure to go follow my guy Leander right now. Follow us at 3 Milli Pod. Thank you for tapping in to another edition of our Millennial Masterclass series. Subscribe to us on YouTube, link in bio. Thank you all again. My name is Caleb Smith. Blessed to be your host. Much love. Peace.